Man, I don't know what it was about today, son.
What?
You said the traffic was pretty busy. I mean, literally, how many times did you have to hit your brakes today? Scared the shit out of me.
Sorry, I was on my phone.
While you were driving or right now?
No, when I was driving. I drive better when I'm on my phone, believe it or not. Yeah, it's double sense of alertness because sometimes you're driving and you're just not focusing. Like you're driving, but then you just kind of blur out a little bit. Like I've been driving the same thing. You're like, oh crap! Wait, I'm 20 miles farther than I thought I was.
Yeah, I've done that. Well, like I said last episode, I ran a red light because your brother calls me and I decide grab my phone, answer it. I look up and I'm in the middle of the four-way. So that was pretty dumb. But anyway, yeah, it's like everybody was peeking out. We had two cars peek out on us.
Yeah.
And then we're coming over the bridge and it was a dude walking his dog.
Yeah.
Oh, that was almost by home.
Yeah.
He was walking his dog and he
stepped like
he just stepped like he didn't even look to see if any cars were coming. He just stepped and saw us and we scared him and he almost ate bumper. that would have been pretty bad. But anyway, so today I was listening to some podcast and they were talking about Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris?
Chuck Norris, right?
And you guys familiar with that?
Chuck Norris?
Oh, Chuck Norris, yeah.
Yeah, he's a badass. Right? And so I was like, man, they're just talking about his history and whatnot. But I didn't realize he's 83 years old.
Oh, I was close. I said 85. He's old, man. He's old as shit.
Yeah, he is old. So I was trying to figure. So he was born in 1940.
Jeez.
Right? 1940, yeah. And so I was like, I wonder what his birthday is. His birthday is March 10th.
It's Mario Day, huh?
Yeah. So March 10th is Mario Day. And I was like, man, Chuck and I have something in common.
Well, sort of.
Oh, me and every Mario out there with. What do you mean, sort of?
Well, you can't say you have that in common. It's his birthday. That's just a day that has been declared. It doesn't mean that you have that in common. But yes,
it is something in common. So then I started thinking, you know what? Chuck Norris is such a badass, right? And you've heard all the jokes. So I came up with some. I just want to hear we need to know how badass Chuck Norris is. Yeah, so Chuck Norris was bitten by a poisonous snake. After a week of excruciating pain, the snake died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chuck Norris can pull a wheelie while riding a unicycle. That's badass, right? Chuck Norris makes onions cry. Chuck Norris can slam a revolving door. That's badass, dude. When you can slam a revolving door. As a joke, Chuck Norris pissed in a semi-truck gas tank. That semi is now known as Optimus Prime. Some kids pee their name in snow. Chuck Norris pees his name in concrete. I just thought, wow, see? Chuck Norris and I, we do have some things in common.
Okay.
All right. Those are good. All right. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Big Modcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Big Modcast. I am your host, Big Mod. Over to my left, my co-host, my son Marcos, and Chris Snow H, my other son, running the board. He's the man on the wheels of steel.
Mm-hmm. As a quick reminder, go ahead and click the notification bell. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and follow us on all our social media platforms at the Big Modcast.
Yep, and let's go ahead and introduce our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and animals of all ages, please welcome our guests, Chris and Missey Grann. Welcome to the show.
Thanks.
Glad you guys are here. You guys ever watch us or listen to us?
Yes.
When? Do you on road trips?
I did I watched the Joe Spinello one on the road.
Yes.
While driving.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah. Well, hey, yeah, you can do that. I mean, you literally had your phone in your hand and you're driving.
While you're driving, you got your phone and steering wheel like this, so that way your eyes are always in front.
No, it sits right there on my
dash
screen.
So
yeah,
perfectly, as long as I don't hit a bump.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, how was the drive in today?
Easy,
easy, squeezy.
Yep. Just come right off 635 down Kansas Avenue.
Yep. All the way from. You're just down the street, though, right?
KCK out by the racetrack.
Oh yeah, that's right. Consider Piper, right?
Yep.
The Piper area.
Yep.
How long you guys been there now? All your lives?
She has.
20.
We've been out there 17
Years?
years. 17, isn't it? I don't know.
I grew up out there, moved to Shawnee, and then we moved back out there in, gosh, I don't know, 2005?
You forgot about living in Olathe, serial killer.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah, I got to hear this because now that it piqued my interest, but we'll get to it.
Yeah. What's have you guys ever been interviewed or done a podcast?
No.
Never.
First time.
Yes.
First.
All right, I like that. Have either of you ever left the house without your keys?
Before we got in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that happen today?
Yeah. I've had to go back in and get the keys several times.
When the button doesn't start,
Yeah.
you got to go back in.
So you guys have one of the vehicles with the
Automatic
jet
start.
Yeah.
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 But
But,
the
then you can't get out once you're in there, or the person can't start it again. So we've had that issue too.
You guys got locked in your own car?
You can't restart it.
can't.
Oh,
Restart it.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like you got locked inside your car.
so you can't restart it.
We can remote start the vehicle.
Right.
We figured that out later.
And it'll go. But if you don't have the key when you get to your destination and shut it off, you can't start it again.
Yeah.
And then it won't go.
I've always wondered that.
So you got there and you were like starting. When you guys got back in the car, like, oh crap! Wait a minute.
Well, it had dinged at us and said, "Hey,
You're supposed to pay attention to it, but he doesn't always. Yeah.
You know, I've always wondered that because one of our company cars at work, I keep it in my pocket, and then but I was like, yeah, like you said, what if? I always wondered if you drove without that key, if you left it at home, like you said, and you drove, and I didn't know it wouldn't start.
No, it
again.
has to be close to start, but then, like, if he would drop me off at the store and I've got the key in my purse and I go in, he can leave and go somewhere, but he couldn't start it to come back and pick me up.
I mean, so the newer cars, or I'm not sure how old your vehicle is, but you could keep you have a spare and you have a spare, right? I mean,
yep."
We don't keep them honest. The spare always stays at home.
Yeah, maybe in the future they're going to start putting these in us.
It's not a bad
It
idea.
might already be in there somewhere. You don't know.
Scan on the phone."
Yeah, that could be
right?
that.
Nope,
Or,
well,
thumbprint on your dash.
Yeah.
Or stare at it and make it read your eyes and
Yeah.
do all that cool
Yes.
stuff.
None of that. I don't want any of that technology.
Face ID, yeah.
You can't stop it. It's coming, unfortunately.
I know.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So okay. So we'll go back. So where are you guys originally from? You go ahead and start, Chris. Where are you originally from?
I was born in Michigan.
Michigan.
Yes. I lived in Dearborn until I was 8, then moved to Kalamazoo in Michigan when I was about 8 or so, 8 to 15. I was in Kalamazoo and then out here since I was 15. So
Kalamazoo is a real place. Shit. Kalamazoo. I've heard that, but I never knew it was a real spot.
it's where Elvis was spotted at the Crossroads Mall.
Like here recently?
No.
Yeah, I was like,
Back when I lived there.
Oh,
But that was, he had died. God, when did Elvis die? I can't remember when he died, but it wasn't.
Chris, no H. When did Elvis die? We'll find that out.
Yeah, but whenever he had died, it was like 15 years later, people swore up and down that Elvis walked around Crossroads Mall in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And there were shirts that were sold and everything.
interesting. 1977.
Yep. So I would have been in Kalamazoo. I moved here in 87. So yeah.
Did you guys have one of those T-shirts?
Yeah, 97. I don't know when I moved here. I'm too old.
Did you get one of those T-shirts? when
No,
you-
I do not own one of those T-shirts.
Did anybody from your family own one of the shirts?
That's a good question. I'd have to ask mom and dad. They might.
What did it
I'm gonna have
say?
to look that up.
The King walks among us or something?
No, it just said Elvis was spotted at Crossroads Mall. That's all it was.
It said Elvis was here and it had a big red spot, and then they showed the mall.
They showed the thumb.
Yeah.
The Michigan thumb, sorry.
Oh, what's that? What do you mean, Michigan thumb?
Michigan looks like a mitten.
Like a mitten.
Does it really?
So
All
if,
those
I never really
great
paid
legs.
if you're
attention.
here in the mitten, right?
And so, is that what they call it?
Reversed, it's a mitten, yeah.
But I mean, is that what
Detroit's over here. Kalamazoo's over here.
they call it? Okay. Huh. So then, okay. So if Michigan is the mitten, see, I just learned a couple weeks ago the panhandle. Florida looked like a panhandle.
Well, I
So I mean, maybe every state has. Like, do we? Kansas has.
No.
it's just Kansas.
All right, just Michigan
we
and
don't have
Florida, I guess. Apparently, yeah. And Missy, originally,
I grew up in Piper.
So Kansas.
Went my whole life, KCK.
Yeah.
And then we moved to Leavenworth for a little bit. And then got married and lived in Olathe for a little bit. And then in Shawnee. And then back to Piper. So both the kids have gone through Piper.
Oh, okay. So where you originally started is back where you're at now, right?
Full
Which is
circle.
not those are your stomping grounds.
I know.
You should be proud of that. Would you say that you guys had a great childhood? A great childhood?
Yeah.
You have any good memories? Childhood memories?
Oh man, we used to. So growing up, we went every weekend to Jellystone Park in Indiana. It was in Kokomo, maybe, or somewhere right there in Indiana, about an hour and a half, 2 hours from where we lived. And so, as I grew up, I started when I was like 8 years old. Yogi Bear.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't
all
that
of it were Boo-Boo.
Hold on. So okay, now my mind was just blown again. So there's such thing as
a Jellystone?
Jellystone.
I didn't
They're
know it was
still
real.
around.
I didn't know it was real.
Go
I
out
didn't know
on
it
the
was
internet.
real.
They're still around. You can still go out. There's some close to here. Yeah.
It used to just be one, and now there's a lot of them?
I don't know how many there were. I just know the one that was there
So the original
that
one.
we went to. I don't
Oh,
know
okay.
how
So
many
you don't
more.
have to.
They may have been around everywhere, but yeah. And as I grew up, I was 8 when we started going.
Yeah.
And then by the time I was 15, before I moved, I actually got to dress up as Yogi or Boo Boo.
Oh yeah.
Like a full bear, or you just wore a tie and hat?
You put on the costume.
Oh,
They
okay.
had costumes.
So
Ranger Rick, the whole 9 yards.
Hey,
picnic basket.
that's pretty good.
Weird.
What about you, Missy? Any good childhood memories? Would you say from growing up in Piper?
I don't have any Jellystone memories, no.
Ozaki Marina.
Who's that?
Her dad used to fish in tournaments and they always take the boat up to Ozaki Marina out there by Perry.
Oh,
And she was
We
stuck
would go
going.
to the lake. Yeah, my dad would fish in fishing tournaments. He had a boat, bass boat. So that was kind of our weekends growing up.
Oh, that's cool. Growing up in the lake, we used to. I remember as a little children, all our families would do picnics, and we would always go to
As a
Perry
little
Lake
children.
when we were little children.
What a
as a little children.
Yeah, we would go to Perry Lake or Pomona or Smithville or
Clinton
Clinton
Lake
Lake, yeah.
out there, yeah.
And well, of course, we have Wyandotte County and Pearson. I don't know.
Well, they're
But
letting boats.
you couldn't put boats in there at the
Now
time.
you can have boats on Wyandotte County Lake now. They have
Really?
it's like a party cove.
Huh.
Really?
Certain size. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't imagine a big pontoon or
You're not skiing or anything, but they all
chill out
trolling
there,
mow
yeah.
out there and everybody swims.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
It's our version
I
of the
didn't know that.
Ozarks. Yeah.
So we could take kayaks and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, canoes.
Tie your kayak right next to a big boat and have a party.
There's
His
Shawnee
mother has
Mission
one.
Lake too. Shawnee
Where's
Mission
that?
Park.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they
think
do.
that's where
Yeah.
Sandy's gone. Her and Eliana have gone there. Do you guys remember do you guys remember the Saturday morning cartoons?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, wasn't that the thing? See, and then I think these kids, they don't have anything like that nowadays.
They
Well, we
have
didn't
it
have to
all
just
the
wait.
time.
Yeah, we didn't have to just wait for Saturday morning.
I know
It's on
how cool is that?
Yeah.
The Cartoon
We-
Network, they can watch it whenever they want.
Yeah. So we literally had to wait till Saturday mornings, and I remember I'd get up at a certain time and a certain cartoon, your favorite cartoon.
What was your favorite one?
My favorite was see, this was crazy because mine was Popeye. Yeah,
I haven't thought about him in a long time.
Popeye. Yeah, Popeye and
What about like Woody Woodpecker,
That was one of my favorites.
yeah,
Tom and Jerry?
those as well. But I mean, and then of course we had
The Jetsons, the
Super
Flintstones,
Friends,
and-
and,
All of those.
Yeah.
When they remade them into real life, it just wasn't the same.
Well, I'm
Oh, when they- I wanna
we
see 'em.
literally had this conversation actually not too long ago.
What-
because-
what?
Remember, because we said they made the Flintstones. I'm surprised they never did the Jetsons.
That's
Like,
the one I want to see.
Yeah.
I want to see them. I want to see how they do it.
And then we got to the conversation that more or less we're already living in a Jetsons type era. We just don't realize it because if you think about it, people are putting their dogs on treadmills. They're doing the
Yep.
conveyor belts. We have robots doing
We just
clean
can't
for us,
fly
Roombas.
around them.
yeah, we have
We don't.
you have the Roomba that vacuums for you, and then they had Rosie that would vacuum
Yep.
for them.
That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, and I saw something today actually that they said the Flintstones. If you pay attention to they're a modern Stone Age family, That's what they say. But they are literally from the future. So everything that they do in the Stone Age
is the first time it's happening.
Yeah. So they celebrated Christmas. They celebrated holidays. If you ever think about that, right? It's kind of weird how they did that. And then yet they meet up with the Jetsons somehow.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, they had a crossover.
There was an episode. Yep.
Yeah. So then the Jetsons were like, "Whoa, you guys are already doing this kind of stuff, and we haven't even seen any of it." You know. Yeah, I mean, they were bowling. They were bowling before.
Yep.
You know, so
On
that's
his tiptoes.
Yeah. What was you guys' favorite cartoons?
I liked Woody Woodpecker.
That was
Tasmanian Devil. Those were
but
that wasn't
those
an
are
episode.
WB,
Those were special
right?
special
Roadrunner.
characters.
Yeah.
So part of the Looney Tunes verse.
Yeah. There wasn't a Disney Channel at the time.
No, there's nothing like that. No Nickelodeon, no Cartoon Network. No.
There weren't even Disney cartoons back then.
No.
Were on Saturdays.
Besides the
Saturdays.
movie theaters and special movie events.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you just had PBS and Saturday morning cartoons.
That
I
was
feel like
it.
we had Smurfs.
That was later on.
Yeah.
I think there were old Smurfs, wasn't there?
I don't know.
And then they kind of came back.
See, I don't know at what point Boomerang came around because Boomerang is the channel now that shows all those original
Smurfs
cartoons.
originate?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, see, the Smurfs had to have been, I think,
Is
middle.
is Chris Google?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
no H Google. Yeah, I'd have to say the Smurfs were like mid '80s, I think.
Was it that?
I'm thinking.
How old do you think I am?
I know you're young. You're very young. You're too young for this guy right here. I know that. Yeah, the first Smurfs was in the 50s.
No.
Okay, well maybe like the very first like maybe like drawing of a Smurf or like rendition.
That had to have been a comic book or something.
Okay, yeah, sure. Maybe that's what they're implying, like the first rendition of the Smurfs, but they're probably put into like TV standards in the 80s. I mean,
you know what? As he's looking that up, what I learned here recently was 1981. Okay, so 1981. Oh, okay. I thought mid, but okay. Well,
wow, I can't even imagine that many scenarios that the Smurfs need to be in for 9 seasons worth of episodes.
I also
besides
remember
Gargamel.
Pee Wee Herman
Pee-wee
on
Herman.
Saturday mornings also.
Yes, Pee Wee's Playhouse.
that's right.
It wasn't a cartoon,
No, it was-
but that was something I definitely watched on Saturday mornings.
Right up until he got onto the big screen. and
Okay,
got
so
caught
then-
in the big
Right
screen.
before
so-
he went to the Alamo.
Yes.
Because that's where his bike was.
Do you guys do you guys remember HR Puffin stuff?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Okay, so then I'm way older.
You're
than
not
you guys.
that much older than me.
Is that a character or a show?
It was an actual show.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was
Puffin
supposedly HR. But here's the thing: it was called HR Puffin stuff, and there's something HR means something, but Puffin stuff is like puff. It's supposed to be
Like
Puffin.
cigar.
Puff
So
the
if
Magic
you watch
Dragon?
it, yeah, it's kind of like that. So if you watch it now, you'd be like, man, you had to be freaking stoned out of your mind to watch this and for it to make sense.
It was on
'Cause
Saturday mornings?
Yeah, it was a kid, and he had a in his pocket. He found a talking flute that was his friend, and he would keep it in his pocket all the time, right? And then there was this monster that would walk around it, I think, and he was on like an island, and then it was just a weird thing. Something to look up while you guys.
Now I'm going to have to look
Yeah,
it up.
it's HR.
I don't remember that one.
Puffin stuff.
Huh?
It looks creepy.
Yeah, we'll have to put a picture right here of what HR Puffin stuff looks like.
The Muppets, that was another thing that was on. In
Yeah.
Mr.
Oh,
Rogers'
that's right.
Neighborhood.
Wow,
I could never get into that Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I never watched it.
What was the other one? You don't know.
I know. Give me a hint. I'll tell
Mr.
you.
Rogers. Oh, what was the one where
It was Captain Kangaroo.
yeah, I remember him too. But golly, Kaleidoscope. No, was that a show? Well, it was somebody would look in the mirror and then I see you and I see. I don't know. I can't remember what that one's called either. But that's the one that popped in my head. So back in the day, were you guys indoor or outdoor kids?
Oh, I was outdoor.
Outdoor all the time.
Never came in.
Only for Saturday mornings.
Nope.
No?
I was out. I didn't watch that many cartoons growing up. I just know they were on.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
So you were the kid out at 7 a.m, knocking on doors. Come on out, let's go play some baseball, or
So my mom and dad's
Let's
house.
go find Elvis.
in Kalamazoo, we had a corner lot.
Kalamazoo. I can't get over to Kalamazoo. It doesn't even sound real, but go ahead.
Yeah, and we had a side lot that we played baseball in, and we literally played baseball from morning till evening. Morning until the lights came on outside on the street lights. That was it. And there were about 5, 6, 7 of us that would just go out and play. Ghost Runner, the whole nine.
That's not even enough for one team.
Doesn't matter. You play Ghost Runner.
Oh, remember the Ghost Runner?
Ghost Runner, baby.
Yeah.
Explain the Ghost Runner.
Go ahead, Chris.
So you get on, your turn comes up around, that Ghost Runner automatically would go to first is how we would play it.
Yep.
And if we had electrical wires across the street, you hit the ball over the electrical wire, that Ghost Runner scores. And that Ghost Runner would go at least 1 to 2 bases past what you were.
Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so like if you were hit a triple, that Ghost Runner would score.
That Ghost Runner score. If you hit a double, he probably scores.
Interesting.
He's a problem. It depends how fast the ghost is.
Yeah. I can only imagine the argument they throw back to the play. Hey, your Ghost Runner's out. That's that's impossible.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's the rule.
Yeah. But, I mean, we had a blast. We would play kickball. We didn't come inside.
Right.
Our moms weren't checking on us.
Yeah.
They probably should have, wherever this killer you were talking about earlier was.
Well, I mean, that was in here in Olathe.
Oh, okay.
That's Kansas, Michigan. We don't have people like that.
What about you, Missy? Were you indoor or outdoor?
I think I must have been more indoor.
Yeah.
Definitely wasn't into the sports.
Okay. So,
like kids are now.
in indoor, coloring books or puzzles or
Barbie dolls.
I was about to say Malibu Barbie. I mean,
Barbie
that was...
there you go.
Smurfs, strawberry shortcakes.
Yeah.
What about, like, Jim? That was a show.
Jim?
You don't remember
There's
Jim?
a show called
No.
Jim?
Yes.
Is it
GEM.
exercises? Oh.
She sang, it was a cartoon, and she
No,
sang
it wasn't real.
songs.
I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Look it up.
I will. You look up
J-E-M.
HR Puffin stuff, and I'll look up Jim.
JEM?
GEM.
Oh.
J or G?
G.
GEM. I will have to look that up. I mean, what about the video games? I mean, the Ataris.
My parents would never buy me one.
No.
I didn't have.
But did you have friends that had these
No.
video consoles? And
No.
You
We
didn't
all.
never have the original Nintendo with the cartridge that you had to put
remember
in
that? Yeah,
snap down?
it looked like a small. Yeah, the Atari cartridge, but it was like half the size of a
8-track.
8-track. Yeah, 8-track
when
cartridge.
when I was younger, it was the Atari. Then
Okay.
it was the Intellivision. And I never had either.
Okay.
No.
They're still out there.
remember
You can get
Mario
them more
and
for Christmas.
Nintendo. Yeah.
There's a tear coming out of his eye right now. I see it.
Nintendo didn't come around till what? 84-ish?
Something like that.
Probably early 80s.
Well, technically the gaming consoles, but Nintendo's been around since like the 18th century, for a long time. They've been around for a long time because they were just simple Chinese games.
Yep.
The first gaming
Or
console
Asian, Japanese, I don't know.
the first gaming console that I had was Sega Genesis,
Yeah. Playing Sonic.
playing Sonic the Hedgehog. And then we morphed into Age of Empires and things like that.
Yeah.
All on the Sega.
All on the Sega. And Madden. And
They had Madden on Sega.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Madden was on Sega.
Sega. Not
Yeah.
the first edition.
It's pretty. Yeah, it's pretty cool if you go back to see the very first Madden to what it looks like now.
Oh, it's
But you know
crazy.
what? I don't think I've
Pixelated versus,
Yeah,
almost realistic.
Yeah.
yeah to the T, right?
Yeah.
It's and I don't think I've ever played it. Did you? We never had those football games, right? We never got you guys anything like that. Sorry.
No, I mean, we haven't. Wait, sorry
you
for
guys-
me or sorry for you? I
No,
mean, sorry for you. I mean, I had games. I mean, we had stuff. But I mean, like, you never had like the
Because I had the Atari, but I never had.
You had the.
I'm just saying I never played Madden, so
Yeah, I know, but that was like
I don't
back-
even know how to play it.
That was like the first ones were like certain cheats would come with it. Like when you play like NBA, like whatever, you could always like do the 3-point in the corner. Or like if you played Madden, you could be Bo Jackson and be the fastest character on the entire game,
Right.
and never be caught.
But I think it's funny how nowadays a lot of the athletes, a lot of the
Or Mike Tyson.
the like the football, the Madden, a lot of them want to be a 99,
Yes.
right? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, that's literally a vanity thing to them. Like, to be, because their player rating is based on like their performance as a player. So like, you know, like Patrick Mahomes, they'll give him a 99 because he was the best quarterback in the league.
Okay.
And then so it goes on to say like, if you like, again, vanity, like Justin Jefferson having one of the highest ratings versus someone like
Someone who didn't.
I guess like AJ Brown of the Eagles, I believe he had a lower rating. Like they would go back and he's still good, but he would have a lower rating. But they could say across to each other, "Hey, look at the stats. I had more catches. I deserve a higher."
So they literally
rating.
use the stats and then they put them into the game. Right?
Part of it, right?
Again, it's literally vanity. It's them being kind of selfish. Like I deserve more. I know I'm better than what. Yeah, like I can't believe you gave me such a low rating. Like
Man,
it's literally.
Can you imagine Michael Parsons' number right now?
Two. He's a cowboy.
He's a 200 right there. Shit.
But you know, when they get those 99 ratings, they get something from EA Sports.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
Oh, see,
I didn't know. They post their videos opening their little Madden boxes.
Yeah.
So really, I've never seen anything like that. So then they literally use. I mean, they want to perform well.
Mm-hmm.
They use it, right?
Yeah.
They use it as a boost to.
I mean, the dream for any NFL players to be on the cover of Madden.
Yeah.
Right.
Then to get injured.
Yeah.
Man, going back to the outdoors. I mean, did you guys have bikes, 10 speeds, big wheels? Come on, Missy. I know you had a bike there somewhere. Even a skateboard.
I had a couple of bikes. Yeah.
Were you a skater? Did you skate?
I remember I had a yellow and green, like, regular bike, and then my 10 speed I got for my birthday, and it was pink and gray. And I was
that's cool
so
that you remember the
excited
colors. Yeah.
About that. I've not thought about the bikes in a long time. But I remember jump rope and
Right.
Hopscotch.
frisbees and hopscotch, like things that kids don't know. Like they
Kids
have
don't
to
do
teach
nowadays.
kids how to throw frisbees now at school.
Yeah, and I was just thinking that too.
Jacks?
Jacks. Remember playing
Jacks. Who played Jacks? I mean,
Do you know what Jacks is?
Yeah, I know Jacks.
You don't know Jack.
You don't know
You
Jacks.
don't own Jack.
Yeah. And that was fun. That was entertaining.
Foursquare.
We should have taught you guys how to do that. That way you could pick up all that shit on the floor that you guys leave in your room.
That's a new game for parents now.
Yeah.
Let's
Here,
play Jacks.
Drop this tennis ball. See how much stuff you can pick up off the floor and then catch the ball right back.
Yeah, okay. That's like trying to put a basketball goal on your hamper to like make kids think, "Oh, I'm cleaning my room, but I'm getting my shots in."
Yeah, you got
Or for the trash
work
can.
on that. Wrist.
Yeah, or that.
There you go.
actually.
Yeah. That's fine. What about you, Chris? Did you have bike?
Yeah.
Did you have a big wheel?
I did have a
Remember
big.
the big
No. The big green machine.
Oh, see?
See, okay, yeah, we talked about that.
And
in others.
when it came back around, when our son was
Okay.
right, it was back. I was like, oh,
Did you get it? Did you get it for
oh
him?
yeah. And I'm like, damn, I don't fit on it. I wanted to ride around. And,
Yeah, right.
they
Remember
should
that?
make them for adults. I don't know.
I think they are out there.
That's
That's what I was telling Mom. I said, man, I would like to buy me an adult size green machine or big wheel. They have the adult size big wheels.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know about
They're
that.
probably like $500-600, but
That's giant.
There was a guy driving around the neighborhood the other day. They've remodeled the Segways, and it's on a Segway. It goes up to 25 on the street, and it'll go up to 13 miles. It's built like a go-kart.
really?
$2,000 for this thing. I was like, I kind of want that.
Yeah, it
Right.
sounds pretty reasonable. I
Yeah.
mean, that's
I
not
mean, it's just money.
right. It's okay.
It's
That's
just paper.
I can get that. I'll splurge for that.
Yeah. Did you guys did you guys have like best friends growing up?
Yep.
Yep,
Yeah. Do you remember their names?
I do. I have one
Right.
that I still talk to.
Oh, nice.
He's in Nebraska. He's
Okay.
a big Nebraska fan.
All right.
I'm godson to his oldest.
No,
Okay.
You're not a godson.
Or godfather.
Godfather.
Whatever. Godson.
you're his guy.
Your
Either way.
godfather to his. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So,
Okay.
and then still keep in touch and go to his kids' weddings. But that's it. I there's some others that live in town, but we don't talk as
Yeah.
much as we should.
But what about you, Missy? You still have
I
somebody you
had two
keep?
best friends in high school. I still stay in contact with them. They're still in the area.
In Piper.
We don't see each other as much. It's kind of different between men keeping in contact with their high school friends and women. I feel like men do a better job of keeping in contact. Women kind of let the family almost get in the way. So you got to reconnect with your people. So
Yeah.
kind of
You know
learned
what?
that over
You
the
know,
years.
you know what? You are right. You are right, because I think I do more than Sandy does. But like Sandy's all about family.
Yeah, you do. You take care of the family first, and then if there's time, you've got time for yourself. Yeah. And it's
she's making us look really bad right now.
Well,
I bet Sandy will agree.
Yeah, no, you're so right. Yeah, I never thought about it that way.
But it's
and
just
I never wanted to think about it that way.
It's just one night. I don't know.
One night a week?
It's not just one night. It was softball on Sunday nights, and then it was darts on another night.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did golf. So I only did 2 things.
Yeah.
At once.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. Like I do the same thing. I keep in touch with my old friends. And one friend, a friend of mine, shout out to Mr. Greg Ochoa, a good friend of mine, grew up together. He ended up leaving like right in as soon as we hit middle school, he took off and family went west, Baser, Bonner, that area. And but I always kept in touch somehow, because back then, I mean we didn't have phones, we didn't have Facebook, but to this day, we still keep in touch, and I think it's a good thing.
But you had the beeper back in the day.
Our pagers?
Yeah, pagers.
Pagers.
Yeah. But then you always had to go find
a phone.
You had to go find a
carry rolls of quarters in your pocket.
I know, right? Yeah. We always had to go find a payphone.
And you had to remember phone numbers too.
Right. Well, actually, in the pagers though,
it was on it.
The pagers, yeah, but the name wasn't. But you'd be like, "Damn, who's this?
Do I really want to call?
Do I call it back or not?" And then you see your home number and like, "Oh, mom and dad, somebody's trying to get a hold of us. Oh, we're not going to do that." Yep, we didn't get that number. So let's go to schools. Do you guys remember your middle school? Much going on in there?
I don't remember mine, but I was in Michigan.
The name of the school?
Yeah,
it wasn't that long ago, Chris.
Yeah, yeah. It may be Gull Lake Middle School. I don't know. I can't remember if the middle school was the same as the high school or not.
Yeah. What was the name of the high school?
Well, I went. The name of the high school in Michigan. So I was a sophomore when I moved out here.
Oh, okay.
From Michigan.
Okay.
And then went to Olathe South and graduated from Olathe South.
So hey, we were just there yesterday.
In Michigan, what was the name of the high school in
Gull
Michigan?
Lake.
Okay.
Gull Lake.
Gull Lake. They were the Gull Lake Blue Devils, and right when we were moving, they were. So there's a little lake there in the town,
yeah.
And there was a big controversy. They were called the Devils, and they didn't want to be called the Devils anymore. So
because the devil people were upset.
Well, they just didn't like the name. It freaked them out. So the rumor was, and I don't know what happened because I never checked back. They wanted to name them the Gull Lake Seamen.
Okay.
I'm
like, that's better.
That's better?
How do you spell that, Chris?
SEAMAN.
That's funny.
I'm like, yeah, and that's better than the Devils. Okay, you adults are real smart.
Right? I know.
So that would have been back in 1987-ish.
Long. Damn. All right.
Yeah, sorry.
What about you, Missy? No, you good.
Mine was good. Same
schools that are here now.
All the way
what's
through.
the middle school? What's the middle school that feeds into Piper? Oh, Piper Middle School?
Yeah. You know what the elementary school was called?
Yeah.
Piper Elementary.
Piper.
I guess they're really proud of the area.
PES, yes. So actually I only went to 2 buildings. So it was K to 6.
Okay.
In the original elementary school, kindergarten to 6th grade, and then you went over to the junior senior high school. It wasn't middle school.
There was no middle school.
Junior senior high school. I went to Piper Junior High. It was in the basement of the high school.
Damn.
And then the high school
was a bit dark down there.
The top. It was cool. We didn't have air conditioning.
But it was nice and cool down there.
It was cool in the basement.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you had to suffer when you got to high school. I mean, when you got to move upstairs.
Yes. But we did have a couple of trailers because the school was growing. So you had trailers. You had to go to class outside.
Classrooms, yeah.
And there was air conditioning in those trailers. So you really wanted to have class in the trailers.
Yeah.
And at that time, I remember you had to wear shorts that went down to
your knees,
like right at your knees. If it was shorter, they sent you home.
Wait, is it?
And no
it was
air
uniform?
Conditioning. No. It was
if you wore a skirt?
had to wear
So if you wanted to wear shorts.
If you were wearing shorts, they had to go to your knees.
Yeah.
A skirt, I don't remember the length of the skirt.
I could just imagine everybody rolling them up. High.
Send me
put
home.
Put them down. No, roll them up. Put them down. Yeah. Or like you said, a skirt. So then it was
short.
Yeah. Dang. That's interesting. But there weren't uniforms. It was just
Nope. Public school. Nope.
Piper. And were they all the Pirates?
Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
All
Always the
three were the
Pirates.
Pirates.
Yep.
Dang.
It's pretty simple.
It's simple.
You didn't have to remember
Wait,
anything.
and don't tell me the school colors of all the schools are purple.
And white.
purple and white.
Don't forget
Purple,
white.
Purple and white. Purple and white. Purple and white.
Hyper Pride
And
all
now-
the way through. Yep.
And then you come in with your purple and white.
Yeah.
Right? That is purple. Right?
Yeah,
Well, it's-
purplish.
It's magenta, purple.
Which did you enjoy more? High school or middle school?
Neither. I was not a school kid.
No.
No.
How are your grades?
I passed.
You enough
They
to
passed
get
me.
by.
Let's put it that way.
They wanted to get rid of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Tell them what you did.
Good, Miss Emma. Hear your story.
I was
You're good. You're a smart kid. I know you.
perfect attendance all
Yeah.
the way through high school. I don't think I ever missed a day in high school. I was
Nice.
shut up, Chris. I was. We had 3 valedictorians, so I shared the
Dang.
valedictorian role. You could.
Oh, I
only-
thought you were gonna say, and I was all 3.
You could only get a 4.0, so there weren't the college classes to where you could get the extra credit hours. It was, you got straight A's, you got a 4.0. So I was one of 3 valedictorians. So
Nice.
I did my homework. I was responsible, and I went to school every day. So
I was on the outside.
You got lucky, Chris.
not a whole lot
I
of
married up.
fun, not a whole lot of activity. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite teacher?
I had a really good accounting teacher. I'm an accountant now, so I really enjoyed accounting and numbers. I had really great math teachers. My accounting teacher I really liked. She was also our basketball coach. I
Okay.
didn't play basketball.
Oh, you didn't play ball.
I kept stats.
I was getting ready to ask
for
you
the
if you were.
basketball team.
Okay.
Yes, I did stats. I was not a manager.
What's the title for that?
Statistician.
A statistician.
Yes.
Nice.
I got a varsity letter for it.
Did you?
Wow.
I learned a
more
lot
than I
about
got, eh?
basketball. Yep. I was part of the yearbook.
Nice.
So the English teacher was the one that ran the yearbook. She was quite the legend at Piper. So
A legend.
I really remember Miss Saka, and she was she was good.
Yeah.
No.
Chris, you can't.
My senior year, the last half of my senior year, they showed me my attendance. I was there for 4 full days.
What?
Yeah.
How did he graduate?
How
with
did
that?
you get out of there? I mean, it sounds like they just wanted to kick your ass out.
That's what I was thinking,
You're like,
too,
"Mom,
like,
I had
Mr. Grann, you are just taking a spot. Somebody else could use a
I
spot.
had all my credits. I didn't have to go. So it
You
was
had
like,
to go for part of the year, though.
well,
I'm sure your parents got a call at some point.
No, well, I think Dad did. So a buddy of mine used to call in for me. And we go to Shawnee Mission Park. You remember when they had the tower out there?
Yeah.
We'd spend a lot of days. I
still
think
there?
they took it down.
Oh, no way.
But we would go out to Shawnee Mission Park, or we'd go different places. When KU made the national championship in '91, my dad sat right there. So he used to always travel for work.
Was that in 91?
It was '91 because it was the year I graduated.
Who did they play?
When they played Duke.
Oh, okay. You're right.
And I remember my dad, he goes, I said, hey, I think we're going to go to Lawrence and watch the KU game. And he's like, you are not skipping school. Okay.
Did you skip school?
I skipped school. And I got home that next morning at like 3 a.m. All I remember is my buddy driving home and vrump, 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 vrump.
Just running over students?
No, just
jeez.
driving down 10 highway.
Boom, boom. There's another one.
The rumble strips on the side of the highway.
To keep you awake.
And I got home at 4.
Oh, those really work too, man.
They do, because we got back on the road. And I got home, I think, at 4 or 4:30 in the morning. And I woke up at 7 and I looked at my dad. He goes, you went, didn't you? Uh-huh. You want to call me in? Okay. So he enabled it a little bit. He got calls when they're like, he's not here. Oh, yeah, it's okay. I excuse him, probably.
Yep. Dang. Were you guys musicians in school?
No.
Not an instrument, nothing?
Nope.
I played the
Strings?
clarinet for 1
okay.
year. One year.
Okay.
I still have the clarinet at home in the box. It's in pretty good shape.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a relic.
Yeah.
It's a relic. Is that the name of it, or is that
Yeah,
no.
that was it. Yeah.
It's an antique at this point.
right?
No musical ability here.
Was it made a wooden? Or made of wood or?
You have the reed in it that's wood.
Oh yeah.
Clarinet.
Yeah.
No.
No.
No. That was a year of
Leave that one
clarinet.
alone.
That's funny. When you used to hang out did you hang out with a group of friends, or were you guys just kind of like the solo?
So that was a problem with my senior year. I mostly hung out with guys that graduated the year before me. So they went off, and some of them went to college, some of them didn't. So that was my problem. So,
So
most of them
that
left.
explains why your senior year was shit, because you were like, all your friends were gone.
That's
And
his problem.
They were out. They weren't going to school. They weren't working. It's like, hey, we're going to go do this today. Well, that sounds like fun. Let's go.
We're gonna go beat up some kids, and we're gonna go steal something out of a grocery store. And
Oh my God.
man,
Not
you were
on-
a rebel.
Not on accident.
Yeah. Were you guys a gang?
No.
No.
It was Olathe South. I mean, back then. I mean, come on.
Oh, late this. I see. And I was just saying, like earlier, we were just there yesterday.
What the heck was out there at the time?
Eliana had,
Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like,
yeah. Is it the same school, the same structure? It's still the same?
Everything's all the same, and even the middle
It's
school.
a small
next to
gym.
it.
I thought it was a small gym. We were in there yesterday.
So that
How many
was-
times can I say we were in there yesterday?
I don't know.
Why were you
I
there
keep saying-
yesterday?
Okay, yeah. So Eliana, thank you for asking, because Eliana had a volleyball
You said it
game.
twice. I didn't hear you say it any other time.
I feel like that's all I'm saying. But anyway,
She had a volleyball game out there yesterday.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it was fun. We were there. Yeah,
Okay.
it was a rough game, but they're starting to get their shit together here in a little bit.
Yeah, that's part of high school, right?
Anyway, did you guys walk or drive, or how did you get to school? How did you get to high school?
Drove.
Friend. Parents wouldn't buy me a car.
Yeah.
I was unfortunate, right?
No, I mean, you had a bike. I mean, did you ever walk? Walk to the
Yeah,
walk to
it
school?
wasn't. My parents only lived about less than a mile from the school. So
Oh, okay. So you would walk to school.
if I had to,
Did
but I had
you
a friend
ever
pick me.
walk to school though?
I don't think so.
I don't have a ride today. I guess I'm
Uphill
not
both
going
ways,
today.
None of that.
We had our beer in the
You were
glove
drinking beer in
compartment.
high school?
Oh, in the parking lot with the SRO.
Okay. Man, the 80s for you, man.
He's a rebel. Chris was a rebel. Missy, how far away did you live from?
The high school?
Yeah.
2-3 miles maybe.
Oh, so you
drove.
You drove
I drove.
all 4 years?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think you can get your driver's license at 14, so I feel like I probably drove all
all 4 years.
4 years. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I got a car when I was 14. I was
Damn.
a very
Spoiled
spoiled
kid.
child.
Oh, yeah?
So I got to drive the friends around. The friend up the street I would take to school.
So you were that
I
kid. That,
drove. I was the responsible one. Yes, I drove.
I told you got lucky.
Everybody's
I
fault.
never
is
said
like-
I didn't marry up.
Night and day difference here.
Oh man. Never rode the bus. Never experienced a school bus.
Just
Not in
for
high
athletics.
school.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hey, we talked about it earlier. Are we in the time frame? What was this murder? What was that about? What murder?
Oh, yeah.
It's after we got married.
Oh, okay. Damn. We're still not there yet then. Okay. We said it. I'm so curious.
That was like late 90s.
Oh.
Did you guys ever walk in the snow when it was snowing? It's ass off?
Uphill 2 miles both ways.
Yeah. See? Everybody
Okay,
did.
so fun.
'Cause
So
I did that.
I grew up in Michigan, right? It snowed a lot.
It snows like in June.
It was the first winter that I was out here. I moved out here in the summer of, I want to say it was 97.
No, it was 87.
87.
You got married in
87.
97.
Yeah, that's it. My fault. Years are off. 87. So
About 10 years.
yeah, 10 years, Time flies when you're old.
Oh yeah.
So I got up to go to school one morning. There was like 1.5 inches, 2 inches of snow on the ground. And I'm getting ready, and Mom walks in and goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Getting ready to go to school." She goes, "Why? It's canceled." I go, "It's canceled?" There's like 1.5 inches of snow on the ground. I mean, our school bus drivers in Michigan were fishtailing around corners and just having fun. Yeah. Yes, you don't get snow here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. And we don't. I hope we don't get snow ever again.
I love snow.
What kind of snow? Snow?
No, not that kind of snow.
Not that kind of snow. All right, we just want to clear that up, Chris.
Not since the 80s.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, not since high school. You're drinking in high school.
Well, with the SRO.
Who knows what else you? Yeah, with the who?
SRO.
SRO.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. What was your favorite music growing up? What genre? I guess I should ask.
Probably the 80s music. And then a little bit of the hair bands.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Hair bands.
Poison, Motley Crue.
Literal.
Yeah.
Hair bands.
Speaking of this weekend, Kauffman Stadium,
Slaughter?
Guns N' Roses.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, we're going.
I heard Slaughter's coming too.
With them? No.
I don't know where they're coming, but they're coming.
Oh, okay. They're coming here.
Slaughter was a staple.
Yeah. Alice in Chains is coming with Guns N' Roses.
Okay. I didn't know they were going.
And so is Carrie Underwood.
What?
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yes.
With Axl Rose?
Yes.
Didn't they sing that
They
show?
have a duet.
Oh, the only song I know that she sang, Waited All Day for Sunday Night, the football.
Why don't you sing it for us, Mario?
Because that's all I remember. Waited all day for Sunday night.
They didn't do that this year.
Yeah, well, no, she did a new
Something
song.
different.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, and plus I think we missed it. Yeah, anyway, you all right?
Yeah, I'm getting a call.
No, go ahead, get it. Yeah, what about you, Missy? What kind of type of music did you like?
I feel like in high school I listened to country music. So like Garth Brooks. I remember. I mean, that was
So
early 90s. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I mean, did you listen to country music growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And when I got into high school, it was more country music.
Oh, really?
It changed, but I still listened to the 80s hair bands and things like that. But
Did you wear your hair nice and long back in the day?
no, I never had a mullet.
Yeah.
Did you ever feather your hair?
Yes.
Yeah.
I may or may not have feathered my hair.
Yeah. Hi, Sandra.
Hi.
Hi, CD.
I do have to say, I did not recognize you at all in your wedding photo.
Oh, you found a wedding photo?
What are you trying to say?
Totally
He
different.
looked a
Are
little
you saying
younger.
I was
A little
skinny?
younger.
She's calling. I was skinny back then.
I just saying, I did not recognize you.
True story. Senior year, when I started my senior year, I weighed 115 pounds.
Wet.
There's a picture of me at the end of my senior year. I weighed 135. You could see my ribs and everything. My ribs just disappeared.
You should have said abs.
Yeah.
You see my abs. You say, I see my ribs.
There was nothing there. So,
Yeah. I had to do a double take. I mean, I could recognize Missy, but it took me, I was like, that's Chris.
Sandy was like, "Who is this with Missy? This can't be Chris." No,
yeah.
she'd say.
No, I'm with her. The good old days.
Yes.
Back when I was young.
What did you guys? What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Oh, I do not like scary movies.
Okay, so then
I'm all-
Gremlins,
Oh,
something like that.
Gremlins.
Did the Gremlins scare you, Mario?
No, they didn't scare me, but she said she didn't like scary movies.
I did watch
but
the
if you watch,
Gremlins, but
was
yeah,
that a little
not
scary for you? I mean,
a
did
little
that?
scary?
You see,
yeah.
see where I was going with that?
I get
Like
woke up in the middle of the
Scream?
night.
No, not watching Scream.
How about
Freddy Krueger?
yes.
Definitely no. Nightmare on Elm Street? No.
You didn't watch any of those?
Any of the haunting stuff? No.
Okay.
Like I will have nightmares. There's no scary movies.
Wow, Chris,
I think the one that scared me the most was Final Destination. It's not that it was
Oh.
a scary movie.
it was.
It's the
It's a
plot behind it.
right. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that is kind of.
What about like Poltergeist? Did you ever watch that?
That one. No, that.
that girl
No.
didn't scare you?
How about Exorcists?
That
that was
one
a great movie.
It was a good movie.
Actually, there's a new one out.
Is there?
Yeah, it's called The Exorcist, and it's about two girls. I don't know if they're best friends or what, but they both get possessed by the devil, and so you got two families fighting all of this.
Oh,
And-
that's awesome.
yeah, it looks.
I mean, I have to
think it
watch
looks,
that. See, I have to
think it
watch
looks-
them without her.
It looks
Yeah.
pretty. Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I was at Indian Springs at the theater watching Nightmare on Elm Street.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
On the back row, we all had our feet up in the seats because we hadn't seen anything like that.
Which theater
wasn't
were
there.
you in? Remember, they used to have two theaters.
The one downstairs?
There was
Yeah.
a downstairs.
Oh,
I
that-
think
so
it was
the-
the one
the-
downstairs.
The
upstairs.
newest one,
Yeah.
right? By Big Al's
Yes.
or whatever.
That
You
is
remember
no
this?
longer there now.
Right.
which is sad.
Right.
It's
And
so sad to drive by
all of them
there.
are gone.
I know.
You know what I learned about Indian Springs? Our tax lady, shout out to Brenda Holt. She was telling us that the reason why it was called Indian Springs is because there's water underneath it. There's how did she say it? There was springs or something underneath
Never
that.
seen any
I
water
don't know.
around there.
Yeah, and I think
There's
that's
no
why they.
fountains.
No.
No,
There's
I know
still
there's
no water that's
but I
there.
guess before they put it up, I guess there was.
Was it going to sinkhole?
Absolutely, yeah, it would have been.
Something. I think
that would've
that's
been
why
cool.
Maybe
That- yeah.
they
Could have
lowered.
been
They.
swallowed the wall whole.
I don't know.
Yeah. Do you both recall where you first met?
Yeah.
Where'd you guys meet?
Go ahead, miss.
Yeah, I've got to hear this
Go
because
ahead.
we got to see if the stories are the same.
We met at Guitars and Cadillacs out in Olathe.
Oh.
That's now Joe's Kansas City.
Okay. Oh, really?
And it was the night before my 21st birthday. So I turned 21 on a Sunday. It was Mother's Day.
Yeah.
But I was out that Saturday night with one of my friends, I think. And I had gone into the men's restroom because the women's line was way too long. I couldn't wait.
Okay.
So I went into the men's restroom, and I don't think I met you in the bathroom, but maybe as I walked out or something.
So you're like, so Chris is standing there at the urinal, like, all right, who's tapping me on my shoulder? What's going on here?
Squat in the shoulder.
Who's
There wasn't a whole lot of stalls in
Chris said,
there,
who's
but I
peeking
got it
over my
done.
shoulder right now?
As she walked back out, I grabbed her and said, "Hey, you want to dance?"
It was it. Yeah.
That was it.
Do you remember what song that was?
Oh, I don't remember this.
I don't know that.
I don't know. But I went to Vegas the next day because my parents took me and a friend to Vegas for my 21st birthday that we left on Sunday morning. And he tried calling me because I actually gave him my real phone number because usually you don't give people your real phone number.
So there was something when you're in the restroom, she saw something.
apparently.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
Something. I don't know what.
So I gave him my real number. That was kind of surprising.
And then later on, she says, "Shit, that wasn't Chris."
And then he just kept calling me. Yeah, I'm like, I'm out of town. Like I
So then he was
there
like,
was no cell phones at
son of
that
a gun.
time.
Phones.
So
Right.
he kept leaving messages, and so finally I called him back a couple days later. I'm like, I've been out of town, and
I was obviously
You're like,
drunk and
and-
don't remember much.
I was going to say, she's surprised. And who are you? What's your name? And how did we meet?
I was not in the right state of mind.
really, is that still your excuse?
Damn. where was your first date?
Question. I came over to pick you up at your mom and dad's, and I had the Toyota Tercel.
The Tercel. Oh shit.
It was a tiny
Her
car.
dad.
A stick shift.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep. Her dad actually worked at GM, and he didn't want the Toyota Tercel in his driveway, so that was funny. He was always
He said,
that
"Back
way.
this shit out of my driveway."
The foreign cars not allowed in the driveway.
And
yeah.
we
Wow.
was it. We went to.
Where did we go?
We went to a. Wasn't it a like a family reunion or?
For our first date?
Well, it wasn't a date.
Already introducing you to the family.
No, the first time we went out, we went.
We went
somewhere.
to a 4th of July party.
That's what it was. It was
One
a
of your
party.
friends
Yeah, that's what
had
it
a
was.
4th of July party.
Yep. So yeah, I just don't remember whose it was.
I think it was over at Jeff's house.
Oh, Jeff Bueller.
Bueller.
That Jeff Nealon worked with.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's where it was. That was a long time ago. That was 27 years ago. Wow.
27 years.
Yeah.
Who drove on that date?
Oh, I
Apparently
did.
you did, right?
Yeah.
I can't drive a stick shift, so
No.
Oh.
he was definitely driving.
So you're like, shit, I gotta be sober now.
We will all. No,
No. You're better. You're probably better.
I was all right.
He was on good behavior then.
then.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's just every time after that.
Well, then who were you at the bar with that night?
So when we went, we were at a buddy's grad party, and another friend of mine said, "Hey, I'm tired of being here. Let's go up to Guitars and Cadillac." So we just went up there. We were still, not all of us were 21. I don't think back then there was. It's not like the grad parties now, right? Where parents are buying beer left and right. There was no beer there, so that we were getting bored. So we were like, "Let's go." So we went, and that's
It was a high school grad party?
no, it was Eli's college grad party.
Okay.
So the night you met, I mean, is that the first time you ever seen Chris? So Okay, it's didn't know if you.
Yeah, he was from Olathe.
Seen him before, yeah.
Yeah.
Olathe,
Hadn't
Piper,
crossed paths before,
water,
no.
oil. How did that work out?
Yeah, it worked out somehow.
Yeah.
So you're 27 years married, or
No, it'll
met?
be 26 next week, next Wednesday.
Oh,
So-
happy early anniversary!
26, really?
Oh shit!
27 is 23. Do the math. You're an accountant.
It is 26.
Oh shit! Hey, Chris,
Wait a minute. Can you get into that mic and say that again?
you deserve a nice applause. Nice.
97, yes. I'll be 26.
That doesn't happen often, so.
Yeah, you take that way. Oh, it's on video. It's
Math
on audio.
every
It's
time.
recorded. Yeah, good job, Chris. Right
Now
there.
I can skip it.
Yeah. You know what we can edit that part out.
Definitely.
So then you continue dating there, here and there.
Yep.
Did you guys ever go to Worlds of Fun together?
Actually, we did do a concert.
Let me guess. You guys saw the Jets.
No, remember they used to
do
do
this
concerts.
Summer
Yeah. I remember I
Sunday
remember the concerts.
All the
there.
country concerts out there. And
Oh,
who was
the
it?
country.
Was
So
it
it was-
Red Akins that we went to, or Doug Supernaw was
Oh, I
one?
have.
Or
I went
was
to a
it
lot of concerts out there. I have no idea.
George Strait?
Nope. I don't remember George Strait ever being there.
No, I don't think so. I think he was way too popular.
It was like Doug Supernaw. What was the other one? Billy Dean.
the sausage.
Yeah, not Jimmy Dean.
Oh,
Billy
that's Jimmy Dean. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Billy Dean.
The other guy.
Billy D. Williams. Yeah, something.
Yeah.
Man, how about the mall? Did you guys spend some time at Indian Springs Mall? Well, being from Olathe.
We didn't go into Indian Springs. No.
No, we never. I don't know.
Metro North,
So wait,
Bannister Mall.
so wait, then
No.
you know
No,
Indian
that's way
Springs
Missouri.
then separately?
Say what?
I grew up in Wyandotte County. He grew up in
Oh,
Olathe.
okay.
Michigan.
Michigan.
Yes.
Then Olathe.
Michigan. There we
Okay.
go.
So my grandparents had a heating and air conditioning business down at 17th and Central. So I kind of grew up down there in the summers, and so we would go shopping to get away at
Okay.
Indian Springs.
Oh, okay.
Because that was 38th Street, 17th Street.
Yeah.
Not far.
So
Yep.
when I was younger, we would go to Indian Springs.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't think we ever would have
so.
gone to Indian
Gotcha.
Springs.
Oh, okay.
Like maybe Oak Park Mall, Metro North,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Metro North.
Bannister, not usually.
Yeah, Bannister's further.
Metcalf
Missouri.
South.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
forgot
yeah.
about
You need to go to the
Metcalf
Jones store. You go to Metcalf South.
South. What was it? Ward Parkway. When that mall was
Oh, okay.
there.
Yeah.
We didn't really go there.
But yeah, we didn't do a whole lot. I don't shop. I don't like shopping.
Still to this day.
I'm pretty
Still
sure
to
if
this day.
I wanted to go somewhere, you were going to go though.
It was going to happen.
You're right.
All right, so
Back when he was agreeable to everything. Yes.
Yes.
okay, so
Fair enough.
So before we get to our little famous game, I'm trying to get out there that I like to do with couples. As far as today's relationship, I mean, how are the kids doing?
Good.
Good. Everybody's good. You're in the same boat as we are as far as graduation. You know,
Empty
Seniors.
nest.
Yeah.
oh, the empty nest. There
Getting
you go.
close to that.
Getting close to that.
Yeah.
This year.
Are you guys
Yeah.
crying yet?
Next year, Chris, not this year.
Well, I
No
guess
emotions
24.
yet? Crying?
not
No
yet.
sadness yet?
I am trying not to think too much about it right,
Right.
now.
So Sage is playing volleyball. Okay,
No.
I'm saying or no?
No,
She's not
anymore.
playing. Is she part of the team though?
Yes.
She's
Yeah,
still
she's
okay.
still part of the team.
So we'll get to do senior night.
Okay,
That'll
sure.
be sad.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure that would be sad for us. But our very first game, I didn't think it was going to happen to me. But our very first game, which is our first last, and
Always first last is sad.
and I was like, oh my god, it's really happening. And I had told her, I said, no, there's no way it's going to happen to me. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm sorry. It's starting to tear up a little bit, you know. But at the time, she was line judging, so.
So you had no support.
And we were at South, yeah. I had my son, Mod, next to me, but he was like, suck it up, Dad. You'll be all right.
Okay.
We all graduated from there. I'm like, no, not my baby girl.
I'm saying after
This is your baby, though.
yes,
You've been
after
through this
three
several times.
going through this 3 times, I'm like, we're ready to be done.
Yeah.
Are you
So-
ready, though?
Yes.
Yes.
Come May, different story.
Different story.
When it really happens.
Or in August
But right
when you got to
now-
drop them off.
Well, yeah. But I'm just the whole being done with the whole high school stuff, school period. Yes.
Yeah.
Done. Ready.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Them
guess
not
me.
physically being around, I think is what
That's
I'm-
gonna totally
It's
different.
gonna get me.
Yeah.
Then we gotta talk.
Last senior pictures, last all the last that
Yeah,
are gonna come with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're saying empty nesters, but I'm gonna have to congratulate you guys because you guys are grandparents.
Yes, we are grandparents.
You guys are not
right?
empty nesters yet.
Yeah,
You still
so
have
They'll
8
be
more
gone
to
before
go.
she is.
Oh, okay. So your guys the dogs had pups, 8
On
right?
accident.
On
yes,
accident.
it was not planned.
It was not planned.
No, it was her first heat.
Uh-huh.
She's only 9 months old.
Oh,
and
wow.
they kind of got stuck together.
Yeah.
And
That was fun.
63 days later, we have 8 beautiful little
8 little
baby
pups.
puppies. Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah. So
So and you still have them all?
Oh,
They're
yeah,
only
for right now.
For right now, okay.
they're only 2 weeks old. So
Okay.
we have them for another 6 weeks.
Yeah, because technically there's a certain amount of
Halloween, right the weekend before Halloween. Anybody
So,
is
I'm-
looking for a golden retriever? We've got some.
Well, shit, just you know what? Just keep them for Halloween. Trick or treaters come by, drop them, dog. Every other 10 people. Guess what?
That's
I'm
actually not a bad idea.
Put the pup.
The neighbors.
Put the pup in a bag. Okay, whoop, put it in the bag, and then just kind of drop it in there, and then they walk away. And then guess what? You just got.
That's not a bad idea.
So yeah, just keep it that extra week.
I like it. That's a good idea, Mario.
But I know, but you gotta make a little cash. I know there's got to be some cash.
I want to make sure they're going.
No,
to a
I get
good
it. Yeah,
home,
you guys.
too.
Yeah. Wait, so you're gonna do some research on the people that? Oh, I want.
Nah, somewhat. I mean, like,
I liked Missy's idea, what she said.
Of course.
I mean, we don't want them. But if they're paying $800 for a dog, they're not going to mistreat it.
Okay,
right?
skip all that trick or treating stuff I just said.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're not going to mistreat it.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
But it's an interview process, so
It's
just
for them
because
as much as
somebody
us.
Yeah.
wants a dog, they need to be a good fit for the dog too.
Yeah.
We really spoil our dogs,
Yeah.
and I want them to make sure they're going
Let's
to
just
a good home.
Yeah, and let's just hope that they are, like you said, good people. Because it would suck if they. Ooh, I just bought this dog, and guess what? I'm gonna go over here and sell it to someone else for a little more.
Gosh, I didn't
that
even
would suck.
Think about that.
You know, and I mean, you don't want to think about that, but there are dummies that do that kind of shit.
there-
But hopefully, like
there
you
are.
said, to a good home.
But
and,
those papers
and the golden
won't
retrievers,
transfer.
right?
Oh,
I have, as the original owner, as I believe how it works. When AKC sends it, I get notified of that because I have the sire and the dame.
Wow.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't even know what
I'm
he
not
just
gonna
said.
get it. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
We're
That's
just
a boring
going to enjoy
conversation.
them for the next 6 weeks, and
and they're
keep it
really
at
cute
that.
right
Yes, they're
Yeah.
super cute.
Come
right
play
now.
with them.
now.
All right. So, all right. Sweet. Yeah. So, congratulations there. That's awesome. You don't give them names, though, right?
No,
But
They
do you
just-
give them different
Yes.
colors?
Yeah.
we got blue.
You did
and
that? Yeah, that's something we learned when we got Dallas. Yeah, it was
One
cool.
person's picked their puppy out. His name's Bohannon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are not naming them. They're just colored collars. Is all they
Yeah,
are.
because our dog was named something. Boys, do you guys remember what
No,
Dallas
yeah.
was named before? Yeah, I don't even. All right, sorry,
She would know.
Christian.
Notice how much they care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Chris despises our dog. What?
Like 7 years ago.
So
No.
listen, now it's been.
About 6,
Yeah. Anyway.
5, 5, 6.
It was 6
Yeah.
years. and
Okay,
5
so
months.
all right, well, let's play this little game real quick.
right.
So I'm gonna let you two choose whichever game you want to play, and we could get through all of them. We could go ahead. Who is most likely to get loud in public?
Absolutely.
We've witnessed that. Yes, we know.
Not on accident.
Hands down.
Yeah. I recall attention coming our way to the team when a certain water bottle ended up on the court.
Oh, that was an accident.
Yes, and so then you're hollering.
If my softball player can't catch a bottle, then
10-minute delay of game
Yes.
as people were trying
Yes.
to leave.
I mean, it was.
Yes.
I hit her in the hands. It looked like a pass to Kadarius Toney.
Right. But you know, Coach was pissed at that.
She
So.
was too. She looked at us all
as well
evil.
as someone's mom.
You know what I did on that one?
If I don't know if you guys snore now, but if you do, who snores the loudest? Oh yeah.
I wanted to see what she said on that.
I'm not going to argue that one.
Which one? Who's most likely to leave the lights on in the house? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Man, we're 100% so far.
I wish I had one too. I'll play.
Easy. This one, all right. Which of you two, who's most likely to lock the keys in the car?
Well, we can get into the car without.
Now it's pretty
keys.
easy now, right?
I'm just going to blame it on him then.
It's fine. I'll blame it on her.
Spends money on unnecessary things.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But you just got done saying you weren't one that likes to shop.
Yeah, I don't.
Amazon, right?
No.
Amazon.
Online.
There you go.
That's still considered shopping then. So
I don't. I buy stupid stuff. Food.
okay.
I will buy food. A lot of food.
And stupid stuff.
And stupid stuff.
Okay, so speaking of food, who has to have a late snack before bed? Yeah, you have to.
Can you not tell? Let's be honest.
Most likely to cuddle. Yeah? Okay.
See?
Yeah, we know who the horn dog is.
Well, and
they know wrong with that, Chris. I say that. Spends most of the time on social media.
Oh, really?
I don't post, but I do browse.
Okay.
Okay, well, that's all right. Most likely to forget important dates. Yeah, you were just.
This is very easy.
This one's too easy.
This is what 26 years does.
Who's the most sensitive one between you two?
Ooh.
She said me. Both of you.
Is that me?
Yeah, it's okay.
I don't think you're near.
Sometimes I am.
No.
It depends on what it is.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair. All right.
Worst road rage.
Oh, that's easy.
What is there a pet peeve or something that drives you crazy when you're out there driving? Like, okay, like for instance, for me, I do not like when people if there's a sign that says stop at a red light and people just don't see it and they just take it. That kind of drives me nuts.
Oh no, I drive fast. Like
You drive fast to get out of people's way.
no, and I want people to get out of my way. And I will, if you're in the fast lane and you're not doing at least 9 miles an hour over the speed limit, I will
Jeez.
put my bumper right up next to yours on the highway in my
Do you
truck.
honk too? Or?
No, I don't
And
honk.
yell.
And
You're not a
yell.
honker?
Okay, so let me
Hand
think.
signs.
Okay.
Yes.
So has
all of it.
Ileana been in the car with you before?
That's a good question. She might have been.
She might have been. She
When I
might have
have other-
mentioned, man, Chris.
Whenever I have,
yeah.
whenever I have other kids in the car, I don't drive like that, and
Oh,
it's
okay.
only when it's my wife and my kids.
Okay.
But
No,
I
I wouldn't. Say
I'm not
only.
I'm not a patient driver.
No.
I am not. I
Okay.
do not like people going slow.
Right.
I it's stupidity. And
No, I hear
driving Uber on a daily basis.
You're doing the
lot
Uber
of,
thing.
I see a lot of stupidity.
Yeah.
And it just drives me nuts. And you know how hard it is for me to sit in that car and not curse at that person?
So then it all
Yeah, 'cause
comes
you don't
out
wanna get
when
that-
we're in the car with him.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh,
Who's easier to communicate with?
that's a good question.
Like if the kids have something to talk about, do they go to mom or do they go to
Oh, that's easy when you put it that way. They're not going to dad.
Okay, yeah, we had to throw the kids in there.
Dad's mean.
Yeah. To start an argument for no reason. Who's the messiest? The messy one.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm messy. I pick my stuff up. It just takes me a while.
Yeah.
Or days.
Or days.
Yeah, right.
Easy.
I should just, here, go ahead.
Just make it you. Who needs the TV on really loud? Eh?
I'm going deaf, I think, in my right ear.
And nonstop.
Yeah.
What are you watching on TV?
Whatever's on Netflix, if I can find something.
Oh, so you're not a sports.
Well,
like-
sports too, right? But that's just Saturday and Sunday. Like now that Major League Baseball is doing
Winding
all their
down.
crap with all pay for this and pay. I'm not.
Oh,
doing that.
right. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm not. I don't.
Yeah.
We don't get royals on YouTube TV. Not that they're worth watching,
Right. But still.
but and I have sports betting that I do, and I like
that's
watching
right.
my
That's right.
sports,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I'm not going to pay like
Yeah.
when the NFL playoff game's on. I'm not paying for the game that's on Peacock. I won't.
Yeah.
But you like to watch TV all the time.
Well, I do.
And to go to bed. I like having dark,
Yeah.
It's got to be dark.
quiet
You don't-
night.
You ever
So I go
sleep
to
with the
sleep
mask?
before he goes to bed. Ooh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, blindfold.
Oh, we just took that. We just took that to another level.
Not what he said.
Yeah.
that's what I
Well,
heard.
hell, I mean, down to my last two questions. This question was, I was going to ask who does the Christmas shopping, but apparently,
That's easy.
Yeah.
I'm a terrible gift giver. She's great.
yeah.
Not gonna lie about that one.
But then when you have do you get her a gift? Is it pretty easy?
No.
Yeah, you're right.
I can walk through a store and say, this is what I want for Christmas.
And then you will get it.
No,
And
she
then
won't.
I think,
Because-
okay, I said it once.
Uh-huh.
It's going to be under the tree. And then I might say, hey, did you get all your Christmas shopping done? And he said, oh, no, I'm still trying to figure something out. And then you kind of get the kids in on that. So I'm trying to work on the kids because this one's kind of hopeless.
Yes.
I got in trouble.
feel you.
I got in trouble one Mother's
When
Day.
you specifically show them this is what I want, I don't know what else you can do.
Right.
Right?
Then go buy it yourself and
That's
then
what I
wrap
have
it
to
for
do.
yourself. And
That's
I get double whammy. Mother's Day and her birthday are on the same weekend usually.
oh, okay.
So I get double whammy.
So that means you should be putting forth double effort then. That's what that means.
Fair enough.
You know, maybe
Come on, Chris.
maybe
my God.
tackle one of them the week before and then one
There
of
we
them
go.
that week. Like, don't wait and do
Yeah, not
everything
the
all at
week
same
after.
time.
The week before or the week of.
Before we had
Or 2
kids,
weeks before and then a week before.
before we had
whatever,
kids, I
ahead
did a
of
good
time.
job. Before we had kids, it was after the kids that I struggled.
Nah,
Did I not
don't know.
surprise you with a Disney vacation?
Whoa!
that was one vacation.
Oh,
we
Chris,
did.
you deserve a. Nice.
So tell me, how'd you pull that off? If it was a surprise.
So,
I need someone to take some notes.
I had already paid. I had already paid for
No,
it.
you hadn't paid for it.
You know what, Sandy?
You ran the idea by me because you were afraid to pay for it
Well,
before
that
I
was
said
true, too.
yes.
Okay.
But I put it on her pillow and said, "Here's what I want to do for your 25th birthday."
So wear the blindfold.
Yep. Wear the blindfold.
Yeah, so you say, here's the blindfold. Here's the blindfold, and this is what I want you to do. Okay. Last question. Who's more afraid of insects? Or maybe not
Insects.
Yeah, spiders or roaches. Or
Oh, yeah.
you won't mess with them. If there's a spider just crawling up the wall, you going to get it?
Yeah, no. I have to go find
If
it.
he's around, he's going to take care
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Dumbest
I'll
thing
have
ever.
to take care of it.
You have to do
in
it?
my house because someone is afraid of it.
I'm not afraid of them. My kids are. They are.
Kids. Yeah.
They are too, but they got it from their dad.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I bet Ileana will take care of it, though.
No. She is such a scaredy cat.
She will hold
Such
a
a scaredy
snake.
cat. Yeah.
She will hold a large snake, but she will not a little bug.
And even thought
just-
about a tarantula. Dad, do you think we could bring the tarantula? No, stop. That's just not happening.
Yeah.
All right, so we've come to the end of our show.
Sweet.
Yep.
It was
I hope
fun.
you guys. Yeah.
Thanks
glad
for
you guys
having
did.
us.
Thanks
Yeah,
for
you know.
having us.
Glad Sandy was able to join us, too.
Yeah, right. Do you guys have anything you'd like to share with the viewers? I mean, you guys, is there anything? Is there anyone out there that you want to say hello to? I mean,
Nah.
I'm sure your kids are gonna be like,
They're not watching this.
you know, they're gonna watch this.
They're going
bet
to
you.
watch this. Hi, kids.
Hi.
He doesn't want to say it. I will say it.
Yeah. So thank you so much. People, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, follow us on social platforms at the Big Modcast, and you can find us. Especially, you can just go to Google. Easy way to find us at the Big Modcast. Yep. Thank you guys again.
Absolutely.
you.
Thanks for having
It was
us.
fun.
Chris, you need another beer? because it doesn't look like you've had enough.
I'll finish them.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to the Big Modcast. Until then, adios.